Well, 2020 was an unprecedented year for the world and the economies at large, but it was remarkable for the markets. And when we look back at 2020, it's important to see the entire story. For the record, 2020, the Nifty saw a 15% gain. Would you believe it? 2020 actually was better for the markets than 2019. In fact, the second best that we've seen in all of last 5 years. On a point-to-point basis, if you take a look at all the indices, the Nifty as well as the Sensex up 15%. The Nifty Bank was a mild underperformer. The Nifty mid-caps and the small caps put in 22% in terms of gains. But that doesn't tell you the full story. The full story lies in what happened during the year. During the year, from Jan to March, there was a big dip globally owing to coronavirus, lockdowns, and a lot of uncertainty. So from Jan to March, Nifty saw a 29% dip. A 40% dip is what we saw on the Nifty Bank. Mid caps and small caps falling around 32 to 40 odd percent as well. But then the world started coming to terms with the virus, and the central banks all over started printing truckloads of money, and that led to a mother of all bull runs across the global markets. India was a beneficiary. From March to December, Nifty and the Nifty Bank actually saw a near 63% gain. That's not all. The mid-cap index and the small-cap indices grew 80 and 100% respectively. So that's about the indices. Again, to tell you more, let's talk about the individual sectors. This year was definitely the year of the pharmaceutical as well as the IT pack, apart from mid and small caps. So the IT index up 55%, pharmaceuticals outperformed with a 60% gain. Metals also played a little bit of a solo sometime in the second half of this year. The FMCG index steady as she goes, 14%, but it was the PSU bank index which was down by 31% in 2020. Among the pharmaceutical stocks, the latest entrant on the Nifty, Divi's Lab, up 107%, would have doubled your money. Dr. Reddy's, Cipla and Sun Pharma gaining anywhere between 35 to 80%. Similar were the gains that we saw for all the IT stocks as well. TCS was the underperformer there. That too gained around 33%, with Infosys adding 70% to its market cap, 60 and 65% for Wipro and HCL Tech. Some notable Nifty gainers. The rally on the Nifty from 7,500 to 11,000, the biggest contributor was Reliance. That ended this year with a 35% gain. I spoke about the metal stocks. M&M did well as well, and Asian Paints continued to notch record highs right through the year and ended at a record high as well with a 54% gain. The underperformers, a lot of them belong to the financial space or the PSU basket, the likes of Coal India, IOC, SBI down 18%. IndusInd Bank was the key underperformer with a 40% cut in 2020. But the big moves came in the mid-cap space. Granules nearly tripling your money. Adani Enterprises, even the mid-cap IT pack, Mindtree, Tata Elxsi, all of them up 105, 123%. Aurobindo Pharma double your money this year. Escorts almost 99%. A century out there. We ordered a lot from Zomato this year, didn't we? So InfoEdge was up 90% as well. And if we call for a lot of pizza, Jubilant Foodworks up almost 70% in 2020. That's not all. We had some losers as well. And among the mid-cap losers, all of them belong to the financial pack, and nearly all of them belong to the PSU pack. So we had PNB, Union Bank, Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, RBL Bank. All of these stocks would have halved your capital or maybe lost almost a third of your capital in 2020. The biggest moves, however, were reserved for the small caps who turned into mid and mega caps in 2020. Tanla Platforms, a near 10-bagger this year. Adani Green, a relatively little-known company in the start of 2020, up nearly 6 times. Laurus Lab, RT Drugs would have made your money 4 times in this year. CG Power, Birlasoft, IndiaMart as well. A lot of business was done online. And Dixon Tech, everyone talks about the PLI schemes, Make in India, that stock higher by 260% as well. So the story of 2020, mid caps, small caps, IT and pharma did rather well. Over to 2021 now.